Good morning. How are you today? It's the weekend. It's a Saturday. Might be not be. Might be a Sunday. Might be a midweek when you're watching this video. Yesterday I did a little video on objections. What I thought would be useful to do was just expand on little aspects of that. And the first one was time. I posted my wake up time this morning. It was after 6 o'clock. Took 2 hours out of my day already. 2 hours later. Gently got up and did all my daily routine, my rowing, my stretching, the press ups, etc. Having my breakfast. I've already fed Daisy. We've had a bit of a play. But I'm already 2 hours behind. It doesn't really matter at the weekend. Normally on a weekend or a Saturday, I normally do a quote for Saturday. And I was thinking this morning when I was on the rowing machine, a bit of a somber face. I'm not somber, I'm thoughtful, I'm good. When I first started off in this industry, I worked at an organisation called Malmaison. Some people might know it. And I was lucky enough to come across so many wonderful and inspirational people. And in my time I was there, I came across a French lady who trained. And I suppose this is what stuck with us. Trained at 4 o'clock in the morning. She did some exercise at 4 o'clock in the morning, no matter where she was in the world. Now, this is a lady who travelled all over the world. Very high profile. Very open. Very patient. Very, normal. But very, very powerful. But she had one rule. Wherever she was, she would train at 4 o'clock in the morning. And then I had another client much later on. I'd recently started out on my own. I was living up in Northumberland in Hexhamshire. And I was very luckily introduced to a Colombian chap who spent most of his time, on the phone talking to very important people around the world while I was helping him stay mobile. And one of the things that he had in his life was, at certain points of the day, he would do his flexibility because he felt as if that gave him the upper edge. While he was doing that, he was able to multitask and do a load of other things. Now, these people, these lovely people, who I was very lucky to work with, were lucky in many aspects. Being able to afford a trainer, a coach, a chef, whatever it may be, to travel all around the world. It's not necessarily always the best thing. But they had simple rules that they governed, that they set their life by. And adhering to those. And time was something that was big there. Now, I just heard a lovely story yesterday of one of my clients' family members who was on a very busy phone call, quite high up in Microsoft, and his children came in and he paused the phone call. Lots of people on their phone call. Paused the phone call and said, I'm going to have to go and say hi to the kids. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. And he took time out for his family, for his children, for him. Again, very lucky, very privileged, but it was that taking that time. So the quote that I wanted to mention today was from a chap called Leo Tolstoy. I hope I pronounced that right. A book called War and Peace. I've tried to read it a few times, and you know what? I'm going to get it on Audible and listen to it. But there is a quote that I heard a long time ago. The two most powerful warriors are patience and time. And I think that's a really good thing to remember. Patience and time. They can be warriors on your side, no one else's. Have a great Saturday. Have a super weekend. Bye now.